Hey, we're recording. Everything's set up. You ready to do this?
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. And we're gonna go in 3, 2, and hey, will you get the fucking door?
Yeah. Hang on.
Hey, we're trying to record.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me go.
Is it? I think it's Postmates. Did you order food?
Yeah, no, dude. No. I answered the door and he handed me a fucking package and let me fucking look into it. There's just a thumb drive in it.
A thumb drive?
Yeah, it's just a fucking thumb drive.
All right, just put it over there. We got to do this show.
Did you order something?
No, just...
What the fuck?
We'll worry about it after the show.
Yeah,
Everything's set up to record. Here we go. We're recording in 3, 2...
You're listening to the Fat Hog Podcast with BareAss The Bomb.
What's happening? We're in the building.
We are back.
In the building.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully on time.
Yeah.
I mentioned last week how we're doing good.
And we were late as fuck.
We
haven't advertised. We've just been dropping them. So
right.
You know what's crazy is if we don't advertise it, the people don't really listen to it.
But if we started advertising, people would listen to it.
Yeah, and we used to, but we just don't know.
Yeah.
So we're here.
We are here.
And we're going to start the show with sad news, unfortunately.
Yes, it is.
Well, we know, not too long ago, Scott Hall passed away.
Yes.
And that was devastating for Kevin Nash. That was his best friend. And now, on Scott Hall's birthday, his son passed away. Kevin Nash's son passed away.
Yes.
Tristan Nash, he was 26 years old. And I guess it's really sad.
Yeah.
I can't imagine losing one of my kids, so my heart goes out to Nash and Kevin Nash and his wife and his family and friends. And they're fellow Volusia County residents, too. He's a big fan of Big Sexy, and he also lives right here local with us.
Yeah.
So, it's sad for the wrestling community and our local community here. And what's crazy is that he died from a seizure.
Yes.
From alcohol withdrawal because him and his father decided to quit drinking because they were alcoholics.
Yes.
Cold turkey.
Yes. Please, if you are out there and you are thinking about quitting drinking alcohol, which you should, especially if you're an alcoholic, you should definitely make sure that you do it under a doctor's supervision.
Nah, fuck that. Go cold turkey.
No, not at all, man.
Why?
You need to wean yourself off.
Fuck that.
Otherwise, you wind up on the floor dead in your bedroom.
I mean, dude, they say that shit, and I guess it just happened to Tristan Nash, which is unfortunate, but I think it's rare. It's more than unfortunate. It's really, really sad. Like, my heart goes out to the family, but I think it's rare that somebody dies from quitting alcohol. I don't think that's a common thing.
Dude, my uncle had seizures.
I'm not saying people don't have seizures, but you remember the chef. She was a severe alcoholic. That bitch woke up and drank vodka fucking straight out of the bottle all day. And I saw her quit drinking for months at a time before. Cold turkey, and she fucking just pissed her off.
Listen, but no, it affects different people different ways, man. If he already had an underlying health issue.
Well, yeah, if you have an underlying health issue and you're drinking like that, then sure, under the supervision of a doctor. But if you're perfectly healthy and you're just drinking because you're a fucking like to drink and you have a problem, then just quit. I mean, don't be a pussy.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. He was only, 26?
26, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is really sad. Like, I'm not saying, if you want to go to the doctor, if you feel more comfortable, then go to a doctor. If you feel like you want to quit cold turkey, then just fucking go. No, I mean, just do whatever you want. Do whatever the fuck you like. I mean, this is controversial. Everything I say is controversial. I'm okay with people killing themselves if that's what they want to do.
I mean, if I don't...
Like, clearly,
but
suicide...
I mean, if you're unhappy, I mean, if you're... I guess it depends on the situation.
I mean, if it's a
Dr. Kevorkian situation...
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you have clinical depression or whatever, right, and then you should definitely seek help for it, right? And if you seek help for it and it doesn't work and it's just horrible and your life's just completely fucking miserable and nothing you do works and you say, fuck it, I'm going to off myself. I mean, it's only bad for your friends and family.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
So, I mean, like, see, this is where I'm at with this, right? If your friends and your family, or your family is, like, very religious, right? Or whatever. Or your family is anti-gay, and they just don't like gay people,
right?
And they will disown you if you're gay, right? And you're gay, and you tell them that you're gay, and that's the lifestyle you're going to live. That's going to hurt them, like, right? It's emotionally going to hurt your family because they don't want you to be gay. But nobody says, hey, don't be gay because it'll emotionally hurt your family. But they say, don't kill yourself because it'll emotionally hurt your family. Where with B, if you come out as gay, which is perfectly fine, no problem with that. But if you come out with gay and it just devastates and destroys your family, it's also going to emotionally affect you and probably devastate and destroy you, that your family is devastated and destroyed. And it just creates this clusterfuck of emotions. But everybody says you should do that. So why not? If you should do that, if your life of fucking misery and fucking depression and you just can't solve it and you're like 40 years old and you're like, every moment of my life has sucked, you want to off yourself?
So you're saying
it's only hurting them.
You're saying I should kill myself? Like, I'm not sure.
If that's what you want to do.
I mean, you have to clean it up.
No, I don't. Do it outside.
Do it outside. I'm not that courteous, bro.
Do it on the podcast.
Do it on the podcast?
Do it now.
I mean...
Now.
I'm going to eat myself to death. We do have snacks tonight.
We do have whoopie pies.
Whoopie pie. No. It's whoopie pies.
Bro, if you really want to off yourself, let's do the match. Like, you'll be done.
My heart would explode.
Let's do a hardcore match, and I will kill you. In the hardcore match.
Bro, so it'll be a drunk people in costume, so people will think it's a work.
Well, like, you'll go out epic in a fucking hardcore match, right? That everybody will always remember. I'll be known as the guy that fucking killed the 500-pound man in a hardcore match.
And your best friend.
Right. I mean, I'll be legendary, bro.
Listen.
We'll both be legendary off that match.
Yes. You know, here's the thing, right? Because I'm such a trooper, right? You just cover me with a sheet and leave me in the ring until after everybody's out of the arena.
Well, you know, Rey Mysterio, he didn't really kill the guy. The guy inadvertently died during the match. Remember that?
Yeah.
So, like, he whipped off the ropes the wrong way when Rey Mysterio was setting up for a 619. And
I watched the match. It was crazy.
Right. And so his neck snapped when he hit off, and then Ray, and he was laying there. Ray didn't know he was dead. Still hit him with the move, and then pinned him. Like, if you die in the match, I'm pinning you, bro.
I mean, as you should.
You think I'm not getting the W?
I feel like you should put me in a rear naked and see if I tap.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the referee drops your arm the 3 times.
Or you put me in a nickel lock and break it.
Like, he never tapped, he died. Technically, he lost because he died, but he never tapped.
Right. That's a legendary move right there, bro. He never tapped. He took it all the way.
And at that point, I can do it hardcore. Like, I wrap barbed wire around your face and thumbtacks on my hands, just into your fucking face. Oh, my God.
Exactly. Just go savage for like 20 minutes, just doing, like, just whatever you can think
you're
of.
Just dead.
Shove a light tube up my ass. Like, just do it, bro. Fuck it. You know.
So for, like,
that got off track quick.
So just for reasons of like protecting ourselves, I guess, from getting kicked off of Spotify, I am not advocating for suicide. I'm not saying.
Please don't do that.
I'm not saying that you should just go out and fucking kill yourself if you're having a bad day. I am simply saying that if you truly, deeply want to fucking off yourself and you've put years of thought into it and there's a reason that you're doing it, like I don't know, you're fucking in pain from a sickness or some shit, or
that's what I'm saying. Dr. Kevorkian, did you watch that movie, by the way?
Yeah,
that was a good movie.
If it's one of those situations, or if like I said, the mental fucking thing, if there's no hope for you, I'm not saying you should go kill yourself. I'm just saying if you do, I won't hate you for it.
So for the youngins out there who don't know who Dr. Kevorkian is, he was a doctor.
Isn't he still alive?
He's dead, bro.
Is Jack Kevorkian dead?
Yeah.
That's sad.
So, it's sad. You think it was an assisted suicide? Anyways, he would take
Did he kill himself?
I don't know. He would take these people who had cancer and was in pain.
We'll look that up. That would be
pain
ironic.
Every day. And just different illnesses and sicknesses. And he would teach them how to kill himself. And he would be in the room when it happened, but he wouldn't push the plunger in the needle, or he wouldn't do anything. He would show them how to do it, and it was called assisted suicide. And that's, but and they brought him up on charges for it, saying that he's doing like an angel of death, angel of mercy or angel of death type of situation. But
yeah, didn't he served prison time for it, didn't he?
I think he did.
Let's see. I'm here now. Let's see.
But the movie was so
yes,
good.
He did serve prison time for it. And let's see. How long was he in prison?
I think he did like 10 years or something. Something crazy. 5 years?
Yeah, he went for a long time. He was sentenced to serve 10 to 25 years in prison. And he was sent to prison in Coldwater, Michigan to serve his sentence after his conviction and lost all his appeals. He was denied parole repeatedly until 2007. So he went to jail in 99
right,
and was in jail till 07. So he served 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
8 years, 2.5 months in prison. He was on for, and he obviously lost his medical license and all that.
Right.
And then let's see.
Because he was a therapist or something, wasn't he? Or he was a...
No, I think he was a doctor. Let's see.
He had a
Illness and
PhD.
death. Kevorkian had struggled with kidney problems for years. He was diagnosed with liver cancer, which may have been caused by hepatitis C, according to his longtime friend, Neil Nicole. Let's see.
Yeah. And then I forgot who played him in the movie, but man, it was so good.
It doesn't say if he offed himself. It just said that there was no artificial attempts to keep him alive, and his death was quiet, fast, and painless.
It was probably like his unassisted suicide.
Right.
Because when you reach a certain
himself.
age and you're in pain every day, you need an out, man.
Right.
Or you don't need one, but everybody likes one.
Well, yeah. So yeah, Kevorkian was good dude. Good dude.
So are we doing these now?
Yeah, we're eating cream pies. Why not? Or moon pies. What are they?
Whoopie pies.
Whoopie pies. Some type of
So
pie.
mine is ultimate chocolate chip.
And mine is just a big brown ball of fucking fluff.
So a whoopie pie is the ones that we have. I have the
Very
ultimate chocolate
sexual.
chip. Yeah. And it's like a big poofy cookie with like cream in the middle, and mine's got chocolate chips. It's really good.
That should be great for your diabetes.
Oh.
All right, so
Let's look at that. Let's see what kind of. Yo, look how small they put the macros on the back. You can't you need a magnifying glass to see that shit.
yeah, don't read this in the store.
Yeah.
Just buy it.
Yeah. Why does the sugar count have 7 numbers in it? Like that's
How much sugar's in this? All of it.
yeah, all of it.
All of it. There's no sugar in anything else on earth now. We put it all in that pie.
And it tastes like it. It's so good.
It is really good.
Oh, it's nice and moist.
It's buttery and fucking fluffy. Now, so what else we got to talk about today? Other than suicide.
I got these from the convenience store, but if you're in Ocala, when you're driving down 40, there's an amazing place down there. I'm not going to mention names because she's not paying me, but you'll see it. And she makes
Don't
homemade.
be a fucking fag. We'll bleep that. The CM Punk talks about that muffin place all the time. They don't pay him.
What muffin place?
I don't know. The one he likes. If you really like something, you can promote it without getting paid.
I think it's called Sweet Jane's, but it's right before the big old bridge that went out 40, man. And she makes homemade ones with different flavors. Oh, those are good, but these are good.
Oh, good.
All right.
So should we talk about something other than baked goods from Ocala? That was delicious.
Yeah. You had an interesting
Situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. I had a body wash mishap. I was in the shower, and I ran out of body wash. And then something happened. I looked over at the other shelf and went, oh, there's A-Bomb's body wash. He won't mind if I use a little bit, scrub the old nuts and the old butthole. I was fixing to go in the room, get a mob. Those of you who don't know what a mob is, it's a marital obligation blowjob.
Nice.
We have those at my house.
Not from me.
No. From the wife. And that's one of the plus sides to be married to a young 26-year-old is that they still believe in blowjobs.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the older wives don't believe in that, but in my house, I believe. I believe I can fly. Anyways, yeah, my wife still sucks dick. All right, so I was in the shower and scrubbing up, grabbed your body wash because my body wash was gone, and about 10 minutes after I scrubbed my balls and my butthole with your body wash, actually, not even that long, it was about 45 seconds, actually, I started feeling a little tingle, and I was like, what? No. Well, that kind of feels good. What's he got going on over here? It got stronger and stronger, and then it started to burn a little bit. Well, what the fuck kind of body wash is this? And I looked at it and realized it was not body wash at all. It was dandruff shampoo that I used. That has some special ingredient in it that kills your dandruff. So while my balls were tingly and a little burny, and so was my butthole, they weren't flaky at all.
No, not at all. Which is a change.
Right, because I got dandruff on my butthole.
Yeah, it's.
If you never had butthole dandruff, you don't want it.
No, you don't. It's not cool. So
every time I fart, it looks like it's snowing.
Yeah. It looks like a giant rail of cocaine behind you as you walk. So my question is, I have them lined up: body wash, beard wash, and shampoo.
Okay.
Right. Why would you not grab the clothes? Because I have them lined up in order of which I use them. So why would you not? And the body wash is closest to you.
Okay,
why
so
would you not
here's
grab
where
the
I
body
was
wash?
at. I don't know, for those of you that haven't seen you, your haircut is completely slick bald. So never once did it cross my mind that you would use shampoo, let alone dandruff shampoo. Like, does your head peel?
So,
I don't know. You don't have hair, therefore how can you have dandruff? And why do you need shampoo? Why don't you just wash your head with body wash?
So I have dandruff.
How do you have dandruff? You don't have hair.
Okay, so what had happened was, one time in 2005, the third time ever in my life I ever decided I was going to dye my hair, I was dyeing it blonde.
Okay.
Because I thought it would be hilarious if I was blonde. And I had big shaggy hair. Well, I dyed it one time or other before and it didn't really work that well. And so I cut it. And I let my hair grow back out for about a year. And then I decided I'm going to dye my hair blonde again. I have a wedding coming up. I looked pretty decent. So
get to the fucking point.
Anyway, so I went to like Sally Jesse Raphael place.
Yeah.
And got like the whole the cap and the bowl you mix it in.
Okay, yeah, right.
Well, what happened was,
you know what Bark Burns would say about you right now.
Yes, I know. What happened was, I don't know if I was allergic to it or if, because it said you're only supposed to leave it in like 10 minutes.
Okay, so we get
I left
the point.
I left it in like 5 minutes.
You bleach your hair and now
it like burned my skull.
Right.
To the point where like I had to shave off all my hair.
How long ago was this?
Like 2004. 2005.
Okay, and it's still causing dandruff and peeling?
Yes.
You have a medical condition.
I do now.
Like, okay, I'm going to hit up Joey Janela and have him contact Stone Cold Steve Austin and find out if he has a dandruff problem. Because you guys have the same haircut. You and Steve Austin.
He's
not using shampoo.
My hair's a little longer than his.
No, it's not.
He goes straight blade, man. I still have a little hair there.
Only because you can't afford a straight blade.
Only because I got the hot dog roll in the back of my neck and I don't want to cut myself. And I can't see it.
Bro, it's slick bald. You have a little bit of hair on there now because you don't do it every day like he does.
Yeah, I mean, I do it every other day.
But he probably doesn't do it every day, just when he's going out in public.
Probably.
And he probably uses Nair. Why don't you just use Nair?
Ooh. Because I'd fuck up and drop it on my beard.
What do you... No, you just put a little dibble-dabble in your hand and rub it on your head.
I don't know. I don't trust
They make Nair for your head. Like special Nair, because, Nair is not really for your head. It's for your legs and shit for chicks. But they make special Nair for guys for your head.
Bro, My front butt needs to be shaved. You think I could use Nair instead?
I mean, I would see if they have like special pubic Nair. Nair can burn you.
I think that's what it is, right? I don't know.
Bro, we did this prank on my stepbrother when we were kids.
Right.
And we put fucking Nair in a shampoo bottle. And he was like, oh, what the fuck? Come running out of the shower. Like his head was on fire. It was burning him.
That's what happened when I tried to dye my hair, bro. I shaved my head.
His hair was coming out in clumps.
And I stood under the water, letting cold water in the shower, just fucking like run my head. And when I come out, I had like red splotchy patches on my hair. My head was swollen up. I had a hat on when my cousin got home. She's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, she's like, how'd it come out? And I took my hat off, and she goes, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah.
So this is my question.
Yeah.
Because your head's so big now, when you put a hat on, you got to go all the way to the only one hole. You can only button one hole. So when it was swollen, how did you get a hat on?
Okay, it was a beanie, but shut up.
It was stretched to the max.
Yeah, it was.
Looked like your ex-old lady's butthole when she goes into a fucking room full of dudes. Stretched to the max.
Stretched to the max.
You fit a recliner in there.
I mean, you know. Gross.
This is gross. So yeah, I burned my ball. Well, I say it burned. It didn't really burn. It just got warm, and this leads me into something else that maybe people don't know. And it'll be shocking at first, but once you get used to it, it feels so good. Like if you got sweaty balls, spray them with Axe.
Oh yeah, I was gonna mention this.
Spray them with Axe fucking body spray, bro, or Old Spice body spray, and they tingle a little bit first, and then for some reason, like there's a chemical reaction because Axe and Old Spice they force the fucking sweat to like evaporate, right?
Yeah.
Whatever that reaction is. So if you have sweaty balls and you spray it on there, your balls get hot. And it's not like, at first you get nervous, you're like, oh shit, I'm going to burn my balls. But it never reaches the point of like pain, unless you're a bitch. It's more like, it feels like you were laying out on a lawn chair, like in the sun in the nude with your legs spread and the sun's just kind of beating on your balls.
Right.
Like that warm, nice fucking sensation. It reminds me of when I lived in that house that had the induction heater, the coils in the ceiling, and I would just turn them on and lay there with my legs spread, and it would induce heat into my balls. That's what Axe body spray does on your balls. Now, mind you, I want to make sure that everybody understands that we are not medical professionals.
No, not by any
means. So, if anything that you do that you heard on this show and you get injured in any way, shape, or form, or die,
we are not responsible.
Right, we are not responsible. I am not telling you that it's medically advisable to spray Axe on your balls.
Just remember, this is purely for entertainment.
Right, but if you do and it feels good, send us a message. Maybe we can start like a Facebook group.
I mean, it was a true story, but it's still purely for entertainment. So I don't know why. Like, I remember riding in the car with you the first time you did this. You're like, we were going to a chick's house, and you were like, hold on, and you reach into your pants. And I could hear it was a hot summer in Florida, I hear your balls peel off of your leg, and you go right up your shorts with the Axe sprayed hair.
It wasn't the first time I had ever done that, right?
I know it wasn't, but it was the first time while I was there.
But it was the first time that it ever got warm like that, because normally I would just get a little shot of Axe on the balls out of the shower, so they were sweat-free.
Bro.
This was fucking heat of the day.
Bro, you fogged your shorts out. It looked like there was a fire in your pants.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. I am curious, though, to see what happens if I spray it under, like, my side boob over here.
If it's sweaty, it'll probably get that warm sensation. We should do it.
I kind of want to try it.
So here's the kicker behind this, and there may be other guys like me. I'm not big into ball licks, right? That's why I started doing the Axe, right? I love blowjobs, right? But ball licks, not a big fan. Like some guys are into that, and that's cool. And I'm not saying it doesn't feel good; it feels okay, but it's not gonna get me off. And it usually leaves like a sloppy fucking mess under my balls, and now I got to clean up.
Make her clean up.
I mean,
listen, I just like it when a chick can actually fit one of my balls in her mouth.
See, no, not me. I'm not. No.
Yeah, but I have huge balls. So.
I don't want them to put a ball in their mouth and suck on a ball or hickey the ball sack.
I mean, listen.
Or,
if
I like a scratch. A scratch on the balls is nice.
Right dead center, almost, bro.
Anywhere, fingernails on the balls. But the tongues, I'm just not. And it's cool if you're into that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying not my thing.
If I can find a chick that can fit both of my balls in her mouth, I'm gonna marry her.
But this is what I discovered.
Flat out, I'm gonna marry her.
This is what I discovered. If you spray your balls with Axe body spray, two good effects. If you don't like your balls licked, one is they're not going to lick your balls because they fucking taste horrible. But because your genital area smells so good, they'll blow you. They're going, okay, I might blow this guy. And they get down there and they go, oh, yeah, I'm sucking that dick.
Gonna happen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sucking that. It smells fucking fantastic. But then if they go for the ball lick and they're like, what is that? I'm just like, hey, it's fine. The dick tastes like a fucking orangesicle. Hurry, wash that taste out of your mouth with semen.
But I bet you, the hair on your ass is nice and soft though. I have really good shampoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet your balls are silky smooth too.
Probably. Well, I haven't done it since. I went to the store and bought body wash. This was like 2 weeks ago.
I'm just saying. I bet it's because good shampoo is good. It was expensive.
Yeah. It was good stuff. So yeah, that's if you don't like your balls licked, but you like your dick sucked, Axe body spray to the balls. Not medically advisable, but to each their own. Try it out.
Right.
Old Spice works too. But the cheap stuff from if you go to like Dollar Tree and buy the dollar spray, it does not work as well. You get a little warm sensation, but also these hoes are smart, bro. If you spray your balls with dollar fucking body spray, they're gonna go, ooh, is that dollar? That's Dollar Tree body spray. Cheap ass. I ain't sucking his broke dick. Broke dick, motherfucker.
That's great.
But it does work, so I guess it's time for us to take a break.
Yeah.
30 minutes in here. So we'll take a little break, and we'll be back with more here on the Fat Hog Podcast. Did you know that you too can have your very own podcast? It's super, super easy with Anchor. That's how me and Bomb do it every single week. All you got to do is download the free app to your smartphone, Apple or Android, or go right to anchor.fm from your laptop. They've got everything you need to record and edit right there. If you want to use your own software, you can do that too. Just upload it right through the app. They get your podcast out there to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more all across the internet. And you can make money from your podcast. They hook you up with sponsors. You don't have to find your own sponsors. They find them for you. Get paid to podcast every single week. It's everything you need to make a professional podcast all in one place, and it's 100% free. So if you want to make a podcast, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm right now to get started. And we're back.
So
still eating whoopie pies.
I finished mine. You're slow. We're putting up rookie numbers.
Oh, so Florida, man.
Yeah, one of our favorite segments here.
Halloween edition of Florida, man.
So a couple of years ago, I say a couple, it's been a while, but they had the clowns that would come along the tree line, and over local,
mm-hmm.
And I don't think they ever did anything, but they would just come out and freak with people, and so now this year's crazy event, there is a man going door to door
in a suit
and tie with a machete.
Yeah.
And he's knocking on people's doors with the machete.
Right.
And the Ring cameras picked it up. And he was going like across the street, back and forth, door to door to these houses to do it. Cops haven't caught him.
This takes an extreme amount of balls you will only find in Florida.
Suit and tie?
Because the fact that you're doing it in Florida takes a lot of balls, and you'd have to be from Florida to have the balls to do it in Florida. Because you come to my door knocking with a machete and a suit and tie. Guess how your day's ending? In a box, motherfucker. In a bag. You're going in the cooler down at the hospital.
I'm here to sell you life insurance, and then take it. What the suit and tie? How ballsy is that? What the fuck is going through your mind?
Suit and tie with a machete, bro? You don't even get a chance to give me your sales pitch. I answer with a 9mm.
Bro, like, at least hide it behind your back. Make it look like you know what I mean? But to walk up and then use the straight side of the machete, like just to knock on the fucking door.
Bro, if I see that out of my window, I'm grabbing the 45. I'm throwing the old lady the 9. I'm giving the 2-year-old the 22. Like, everybody shoot.
And then I'll take the machete. Not his, the one we have.
Yeah, my old lady and I talked about that. Like, if this guy came, when I first read the story, if this guy came to the door, do I shoot him? Or do I go deep down into my fucking... Viking roots, because we keep a machete hanging on the wall in the house.
Yes.
Do I go to my Viking roots and pull out the machete and open the door and scream, "To Valhalla!" Battle this guy in the front yard?
Bro, that would be epic. Could you imagine coming out to sit on your porch to smoke a cigarette, like our neighbors do, and just see two guys fighting with like essentially sword fighting with a machete in the front yard? Like, how do you call that?
My neighbor Billy's cool as fuck. If Billy's seen that, he'd grab his machete, come out there, and it'd be 2-on-1, bro.
I'm talking about the rich people across the street that have like 3 boats, 7 cars, and 16-car garage.
That dude's redneck as fuck, bro. He'd come out with a fucking... He'd come out with something, either a machete... He'd come out with a 12 gauge. He'd go, "Y'all put him down." Spit tobacco.
Bro,
because for some reason there's a spittoon in the road.
Here's the thing, right? I kind of want to watch to see how things play out. If he didn't come here, but like he was going down the road to the neighbors' houses, I'd watch. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't like. I would intervene like if he was going to try to hurt somebody. But just walking down, talking to the people's houses, like knocking on the door, I'd watch that.
If I saw him walking down our fucking road, I would immediately go outside with my gun and be like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" I'd confront him immediately. Like, I don't, like, so I talked to my neighbor over here, Billy, right? He's cool. And then I don't really talk to people across the street, but we wave, we're casual, we're cool. Yeah. Like, the guy on the other side of us, I don't really talk to. I don't even know his fucking name, but we've nodded and waved. The guy at the end of the street has come over here in the middle of the night when there's a car sitting. When it was me in a rental car, he came over. Or no, it wasn't a rental car. It was when I first got this white truck, the new truck. When I pulled in, I had the lights on and shit. He walked over. It was like 10 o'clock at night. He walked over here and goes, "Can I help you?" Nice. And I said, "No, can I help you?" He goes, "Well, I'm just wondering what you're doing sitting out here." It's like, "I live here." And he like squints and looks in the window. He goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't recognize you and didn't recognize the truck." He said, "My fault. I'm sorry. I seen a strange truck pulled up in your driveway and I want to make sure everybody was safe. It's late at night. Yeah. I know you got a wife and a baby in there." So I still don't know that guy's name. So everybody in my neighborhood's
down.
With
the bouncy house rental place? Is that the guy?
No, the house before them.
Okay.
On the other side of the street.
Okay, yeah.
So he's fucking, that guy was like, fucking, they're all, the whole neighborhood's watching out. Like, we may not all talk to each other and shit, but if some shit goes down, we're on the same team.
I just want to, like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying I'd watch. I just want to see what would happen. I just be like, all right, what's going to happen? Who's going to get him first? And is it like a gang stopping? Like, yo, he fell down 47 flights of stairs before he got to us. And the cops will look around and go, "There's not 47 stairs here.
There's no 2 stories." Like, if he was walking down the road, you just hear like that old western, wow, 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 as all the neighbors walk out and fucking pull their fucking jacket to the side and expose their side piece.
And they're all machetes.
The guy at the very end of the road with the handlebar mustache that rides around on the fucking golf cart.
Yeah.
I bet he'd come with like a fucking Tommy gun, bro. He's got the big white handlebar mustache. Like, he's going to yield something fucking crazy. Tommy gun or a fucking Gatling gun.
Here's like a mini Gatling. Right. Oh, dude.
Where he comes out with like a battle axe. He's wearing leather armor. Like, what's going on right now? The time has come.
Just open the door and go, "You're going to get maced," and pull out an old school mace.
Right. Oh shit! Man. It would be epic. So another, that's a great Florida.
But I think I read the article, but I can't remember. Was it in the daytime or was it nighttime? I think it was daytime.
Yeah, it was during the day when nobody was home. Nobody answered. It was on their Ring cameras.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't do that at fucking night. He would have made one house, bro. It's Florida.
Bro, what goes through your fucking mind? Like, I don't understand.
A fucking 9mm bullet. You come to my house, what goes through your mind?
What the fuck? Here's the thing. I'm not scared of you, right? I would be scared of what your wife would do to protect your son. You'd come home and she's just covered in blood, and she's like, he fucking showed up, and there's like, he's missing like an arm, his foot cut off halfway up his leg.
What would be crazy is that guy came to the door, my old lady and I would start fist fighting each other over who gets to kill him. This guy be laying on the ground, like, what the fuck is going on? It was just a joke. You shut your mouth. You're about to be beheaded with a stick. My old lady's going to kill you with a wooden spoon. She was baking cookies when you got here. So I got another old school Florida man, right? We may have told this story last year for Halloween, but this is a great, creepy fucking Halloween true story from Florida.
Yeah?
So this was probably it was more than that. It was probably 20 years ago, right?
Right.
These kids fucking pulled this prank for Halloween. You know the overpasses, the walking overpasses go over I-4, like if you're going through Lake Marion shit? There's like overpasses that go over the highway, but there's sidewalks. People walk on them. They got like the fences and cages on them.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes you see signs on them and shit.
Yeah.
So there's one going towards Orlando from here, and they said these kids took a dummy, right, and dressed it all up and fucking hung it off the overpass from a noose, hanging it like as a Halloween fucking prank or whatever. It had like a mask on and shit, right? So it was there for like a week, and then another week, and it was like 2 weeks, and then like one of the legs fell off or something into fucking traffic, and somebody fucking ran it over and stopped and shit, and realized it was a real human leg, and called 911, and they went up there, and it was a dude that hung himself off the fucking thing, put a mask on, and like he dressed himself like a fucking scarecrow, and like hung himself off the fucking railing. It was hanging there for 2 weeks, and they just thought it was a Halloween prank dummy. These kids had done it, and it turned out to be some dude hung himself off the fucking thing in the middle of the night, and the leg fell off from it, like rotted off.
That's gross.
I want to say they said like vultures or something went up there and like chewed his leg off, and it fucking fell or something.
I was in Georgia at the time. I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, it might have been like 20 years ago. I don't remember how. It was a while ago.
Because I left in 2002 and came back in 2007.
Yeah, that's a true fucking story. Yeah, and another hanging Florida man story is, this was here local too. A guy by the name of I won't say his name. So he on Halloween decided he was going to prank his girlfriend. So when she came home, making it look like he hung himself in his garage, right? So he set this whole fucking elaborate thing up, and when he released himself, he actually hung himself and died and killed himself. Somebody we went to school with, actually. I'll tell you his name off the air. Yeah. Somebody we went to school with. He had a bunch of brothers and shit, the whole family. Like, it's a big family in this area, the last name.
Really?
And yeah, he fucking hung himself in the garage, and his girlfriend or wife came home and found him hanging in the garage, and it was all supposed to be a prank. Because he told, like, a bunch of people about it. Yeah, I'm going to get her good. She's going to come home Halloween, fucking think I killed myself in the garage and freak out. And he actually did. By accident.
I mean, are we sure it was by accident? Like,
oh, yeah, he was a happy-ass dude, bro. No. He was a happy-ass dude. And then one of his brothers actually died skydiving, fucking went into a power plant and fucking got electrocuted.
Oh, jeez.
Bad luck in that family.
Jesus. You think they got sisters, or?
I wouldn't fuck with him. That's bad luck, bro. The last name is Bad Luck. So that's does that conclude our Florida man for this week?
I think that includes our Florida.
Do you have any other good fucking Halloween Florida stories? Trying to think of anything else that I can think of epic that happened on Halloween here in Florida that comes to mind.
I literally scared the piss out of somebody, but we'll talk about that when we get into the last part of what we're going to do on the show. Oh.
You scared the piss out of somebody?
Yeah.
Oh. I scared the piss out of my dog once.
We're going to go into drunk people in costumes? Or what are we
drunk people in costumes. Oh, how did we forget about drunk people in costumes?
Yes, by the time you hear this, it might be too late to RSVP, but you can try.
No, I actually talked to the manager over there, Miguel Colon Jr., and shout out to his real laugh sign, 104.1. Just some free publicity for Miguel. Both people are going to listen to your show. He said that you can RSVP for this party all the way up to the day of the party.
Nice.
Like, if you are on the RSVP list for this party, they will let you in. Because they started doing this thing for the... So, let's pregame a little bit here for this. If you don't know what Drunk People in Costumes is, we've been advertising on the show for weeks with the little fucking commercial thing.
Yes.
It is Mike Busey's annual Halloween party. This is number 23? 23?
I think so, yeah.
22 or 23?
22 or 23.
Yeah. So... It is the most epic party you will ever go to. You should definitely go. You can sign up at MikeBusey.com. Mind you, he does not pay us for this, although he should.
Agreed.
It is the craziest party that he does all year. He does a bunch of parties all year. Being a member at MikeBusey.com is great. It comes with all these benefits. You get to go to the parties and the meet and greets, and you get a T-shirt and watch all the content. It's like $30 a month. It's fucking great deal. Just this party alone is worth the price you pay for the full fucking year.
Oh, for
because
sure.
it's such a good fucking party. And it's not just a party where you go and you get drunk and dance and shit. Like, there's all this stuff planned out. He does all these events. There's live performances and SCW Professional Wrestling, the return of Trailer Park Chuck, and a bunch of other stuff going on at Drunk People in Costumes, so you should definitely go. So, now that we've explained to you what Drunk People in Costumes is, we can move on. It's, where were we before that?
So, there's one part of it that's a scare trail.
Oh, yeah, they have the scare trail.
So the first year we did a scare trail,
yeah,
I was a last-minute addition to the trail. I was in a black sheet with one, the big, like mascot heads.
Yeah.
I had a Black Panther head on.
Oh yes, I remember.
And so I was right after Big Mike's section, literally like 2 feet down.
That's when I lived there in the camper, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So they were sending people through 4 at a time. Well, Mike would get them and they would scare. So when the rest of the people walked by, they're kind of on edge, but the 2 people behind them were like, ha, ha, ha. Well, I would reach out and go, roar! And I would scare the rest of the people.
Right.
Well, I did that, and this kid jumped, and I didn't realize it, but he found me afterwards and was like, dude, you literally scared the piss out of me.
Nice.
I pissed myself. And your phone is ringing.
It's literally Mike Busey. Mike Busey is calling me on the podcast.
That is epic. You gonna answer it?
What's up? You're live on the podcast.
Live!
What's happening?
Calling to see what's going on with that Drunk People in Costumes, you dig?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
hilarious. We were
It's
just
great
talking
you
about
called
it.
because we're literally talking about drunk people in costumes right now on the podcast.
Get y'all ass over here. We got fucking labor camp over here ready for. I need you and A-Bomb to fucking start working.
Yep, we'll be there Thursday.
Alright. We're just going over the last little bit of staffing and stuff like that. And we're going to need you to host some things. And then we're going to need you to, do what you always do every year, that magic.
You know I'll be there.
And put something nice on. Don't look like a goddamn homeless person either, you motherfucker.
Oh, well, there goes one of my costumes.
Yeah, well, time to step it up, Charles.
Oh, yeah, I got good costumes this year.
Hell yeah.
All right, well, fuck. I want to see you. I don't want to be seen you wearing a goddamn sausage castle shirt and a fucking bathrobe like you normally do it.
That is a great costume.
That's the Big Lebowski,
All right.
bro.
All right, we'll see you Thursday.
All right, I'll see you then.
All right.
Later,
Bye, Mike.
boys.
Later.
We could have timed that any better. Oh my god.
How do you get a call from Mike Busey on the podcast while you're talking about Mike Busey's party?
That is fucking epic.
We should have
Like,
just said fuck it and turned it into a fucking an interview right then and there.
Bro, call him back. You're like, hey, Mike.
So, yeah, that was Mike Busey. So you heard it first, and so you scared the piss out of somebody in the scare trail.
Yeah.
That same year, I was the only person, and I should have just kept telling the story while I was on the phone so he could confirm this. In all the years that he's done the scare trail, because he's done it here, and he did it at the old Sausage Castle, I am the only person to ever scare Mike.
Really?
And he was slightly mad for a second because he said I almost gave him a heart attack. That was back in those days. That's when Mike was having the health issues.
Yeah.
He was extremely overweight, was not eating right, was not doing good. He's better now. He's gotten himself, he's still fat, but he's gotten himself much healthier than he was. He's not on the verge of death now. But so what I did is I had my camper, right? And as you're walking down the scare trail, it went right past the camper that I lived in, and my camper was on the right. So I set up a little Halloween scene in my front yard, right? And I had some Halloween decorations out there and some creepy music playing, and there was a fan blowing that was blowing some shit or whatever, and all that, right? So as you came by my camper, all that shit going on over there drew your attention to the camper. And I was literally across the camp from the camper on the other side of the trail. No costume, no nothing. All I had was an air cannon and a fucking garbage can full of water. And I would take a cup of water and dump it in the air cannon. And as the people looked over and started walking towards my camper to see what was going on in that scene, I would come out behind them and go, "Huh!" and fucking shoot them with water out of the air cannon and scare the fuck out of them. And Mike jumped and grabbed his chest and went, "Huh!" It scared the fuck out of him.
That is fucking great, dude.
So yeah, he said that was and nobody's ever scared him before in the scare trail, and I got him that year. I got dope. Everybody. Nobody fucking got past me without me scaring the fuck out of them.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it was a great that was a great year.
It was a big scare trail that year. It was really good.
Yeah, drunk people in costumes is always fucking epic. That's where you fucking got so fucked up.
Listen, okay. Listen. We went as Mike Busey in Big LA. That's what our costumes were.
Yes, we went as Mike Busey in Big LA. You wore blackface. Well,
no, it was
black body.
Black body.
We covered your entire body in brown acrylic paint
from
Walmart.
God. Listen, I almost died. I almost fucking died because it doesn't breathe. I almost fucking died. And here's the thing, right?
I know it doesn't breathe. When I used to be BareAss The Clown for the Mike Busey show, I wore that shit on my face every night on tour.
And that's why I trusted you. You're like, yeah, this is what I use. And I'm like, all right, cool. I can fucking do this. I'm not going to fucking die. Wrong answer. This is the very first drunk people in costumes at the Newcastle, where it's at now. The very first one. I'm there. We walk in. Everybody's loving our fucking costumes.
Yeah.
I have a bad knee.
Yes.
And I was hurting, and good old Eddie.
Yeah, good old Eddie.
And
who has a legal prescription for all of his medications.
He says, "Hey, Mom, what's going on?" I said, "Good. I'm hurting. My knee's hurting." He goes, he's like, "Hank, stay right here. I got you. I'll be right back." And he's gone for like 5 or 10 minutes, and he comes back, and he's like, "Take this." And it's a little tiny pill. And I don't take pills. I don't take like pain meds or anything like that. And it was like a tiny little pink pill, and I take it and I wash it down with my fucking whiskey and Coke, because as you do. And then so about 10 minutes later, I walk up to him and I go, "Hey, what the fuck did I take, by the way?" And he goes, "Oh, that was a Roxy 80." Bro, the most I ever take is like a Lortab 10. You know what I mean? And so I'm like, okay, cool. And like I wait 20 minutes later, I'm like freaking out a little bit, and I walk up to you and I'm like, "Hey, watch me, bro. I just took a Roxy 80." And you were like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Yo, it's something Eddie gave me because my knee was hurting."
Right. And this is pretty much where your part of the story ends, because you don't remember anything after that.
I remember you go, "Oh, you were about to get fucking blackout." And the last thing I remember is Parks brought in 2 gallons of moonshine.
Oh yeah,
the sweet tart moonshine. It was like the purple color, and it tasted just like it. And I think I made him mad that night though, because I literally grabbed one of the gallons and was pouring it out for the people sitting right there. The last thing I remember, as I was talking to this super hot chick, and she was down.
She was not hot.
I saw my Snapchat. The one I'm thinking about was hot.
Oh, well, I can tell you for the rest of the night. I remember I was worried about you, right? And I'm walking around and I'm going, "Where's A-Bomb?" Anybody seen A-Bomb? And they're like, "Oh, he was just over there." And I'd go over there and you weren't there. Anybody seen A-Bomb? "Oh, he went that away." And I'm walking around trying to find you, and you were walking around this party blackout drunk.
Oh, I was fucking
fucking randomly talking to fucking people about like the weirdest shit. I'm like, "Hey, was A-Bomb in here?" "Yeah, he was just here, and he was asking us if we have ever dyed our squirrels." "What?" "Yeah, he went that way." "Hey, have you guys seen A-Bomb?" "Yeah, he was just here, and he was asking about Cheerios in the pool, if Mike would be cool with it." "What?" "Yeah, he said he was going to fill the pool full of Cheerios and milk."
That sounds like some shit I would say.
And actually, eat it.
Actually, the last thing I remember, it had to be after all this. I remember being hot, and in the showers in the upstairs and for the upstairs floor,
Right.
The water heater wasn't working, so it was just cold. And I remember sweating and I'm like, oh my god, I'm burning up. So I go upstairs because we could. That's where everybody kind of slept up there. So I go upstairs and I'm like, fuck this, I gotta go. I remember getting undressed and taking a cold shower and scrubbing all this pain off of me and just sitting under the cold water. And for some reason, I put my shorts back on, but not my underwear. And in my bed was a mattress on the floor in the corner. And when I laid down, I shoved my underwear in between the wall.
So you don't remember the toilet downstairs?
No.
Oh, continue.
So I remember laying down and going to bed. That's the last thing I remember.
I don't know at what point in the evening it was, but clearly you were blackout at this point because the downstairs bathroom?
Yes.
Did he have the he had the door off that year, right? Yeah.
No, it was on there.
For the party it was?
Yeah. He didn't start that until the next year.
Well, the door was open, and you were in there sitting on the toilet. And I was like, I asked somebody, you guys seen A-Bomb? Yeah, he's in the bathroom. And I was like, oh, okay. So I walked over towards the bathroom, and you're sitting in there on the toilet with the door open. And I was like, what's up, bro? And you were like, oh, what's up? And I was like, you taking a shit right now? And you went, no, I just needed to sit down somewhere. I feel like I'm going to puke. I just had to sit down. I couldn't stand up. If I'm going to puke, I want to be in the bathroom. I said, oh, why are your pants down? And you looked right at me, and you go, I don't know, habit.
That sounds like some shit.
I don't know. Say. Habit. You were sitting there, door wide open, sitting on the shitter, not taking a shit. What surprises me is you never used that bathroom because you couldn't fit.
The downstairs, yeah.
Oh, could you fit in there? Because I was like, you fit that fucking night.
Mike's bathroom, I couldn't fit in.
What do you mean? Mike's bathroom's got the big open wide fucking thing.
The shower I couldn't use, but I don't know. I don't know. But that was all the other ones I fit in the house.
So the next day after this party, because at some point you passed out.
Yeah. I took that cold shower and I was feeling great.
You didn't live there at that time.
No,
because you were living in Deltona. Because and I didn't live there either. Right. At that party, the one where you got real fucked up, because we left in the morning. And I'm sure
that's where we got
fucking Alice in Wonderland was at that party. But
I missed so much stuff when I passed out.
I was fucked up. A lot of shit happened at that party.
Man, people kept trying to wake me. Everybody went to bed after me, and I woke up before me, and I'm like, I just want to sleep.
Isn't that the party where Nate shit on the dude's chest?
No, he did that during one of the
it was a members weekend
scavenger hunt or something.
Right, but it wasn't at that members weekend?
No. This one was the very first one at the Newcastle.
Right.
He wasn't even fully moved in.
Oh yeah, so it might have been. I think it was at a drunk people in costumes that he shit on the dude's chest.
Yeah, I think
chick's
so.
Chest.
It was the second or third
the next day we're driving home, right?
So okay. We're getting ahead. Shawnee was there.
Yeah, Shawnee Styles.
And he went to Duncan and got everybody
This is the morning after.
Yeah, he went and got everybody Shawnee specials. He had 20 of them.
Right.
And I guess he didn't realize that I don't drink coffee. And so they're set it up there and they're trying to wake me up and I'm like, leave me alone, I'm trying to sleep. And they're like, no, you got to get up. And I'm like, no, I don't. And so I get up and I'm like, I'm nauseous. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking throw up. I got a hangover. And I start pounding water. I need to get hydrated because I know what's about to happen. So we're sitting there and we start doing filming for BareAss The Bomb show. Because it was a Saturday night that we were there and we were going back to
the show, to the house to do the show. Right.
So we start filming, doing a little promo for it, and we're outside, and you're like, hey, let's go. And I'm like, yeah, cool. And I'm sitting out there, and you're filming, and I'm just like, I was like, oh, hold on. And I just start throwing up.
Right, in the front
because
yard.
I'm so hungover, nothing in my stomach. And and I'm just, all this water I just drank, I'm sitting there, and we start. So
and those videos are on that phone. I just got to figure out how to turn it on. There's no battery in it. It's an LG.
Oh man, but that video is on Facebook on Wild.
Of you puking?
Yeah, it's because the promo's on there on Facebook on Wild.
Oh shit! I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. So, anyways, so we start driving home, and so I was all paranoid about letting people drive my car.
Right. You would not let me drive.
Right. So we're driving down the road, and it hits me again. I'm like, oh, shit.
We got this chick with us.
Yeah, who we don't know. We literally just met her.
Right.
Like, as we were leaving.
She was literally in the car because the night before she fucked Carl. There's this guy, Crazy Carl, used to come to the castle, and he spent all this money and never got laid. Well, she finally fucked Crazy Carl at the Halloween party, and it was like this whole fucking ordeal. But Carl offered me $50 to take her home because he didn't want to take her home.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I don't know this bitch. I'll fucking take her home.
Yeah, so we're going there. I stop and get out of the car and like run around it and just start puking on the side of the road. This
like
highway.
4 times on the way home.
Yeah. And so we finally hit this gas station. My stomach's cramping. I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to let you drive. We hit this gas station and I get up and I go buy like 4 Gatorades.
Right.
And then so Alice in Wonderland was like, hey, can I get one of those? And you're like, you gotta show us your butthole if you do. And so we get to the car, like I'm pound 2 of the Gatorades, I'm starting to feel better, and then we get in the car, and she's like, come on, can I have one? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And I gave her one, and she's like halfway done with it, and you're like, hey, you have to show us your butthole now. And then we finally get back to your house, and I
Did we
pass out
even
again.
do the show? No,
Yes.
you didn't. Didn't I do it, just me and her?
No, I did it. I passed out again because
Mid-show?
I woke up late and you had started it or something, and I came out. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't remember how it went, but that's how we ended up with Alice in Wonderland because she... So I'll cram this in there quickly because I know we've talked about it before, but if you haven't been listening to the show for a while, this chick that Carl says, hey, can you take her home? Or can you take her back to her car is what he said, because at this party, what Mike had done is instead of having everybody park at the house, he had everybody park at a Walmart, which is about 30 minutes from the house, and he sent a charter bus up there to pick all the people up and parked at the Walmart.
Right.
So that's where she got picked up, was at the Walmart. So Carl said, can you take her back to the car? It's parked at that Walmart. I'll give you $50, and it's 30 minutes away, and it was on our way home. So we're like, fuck yeah, we'll take the $50.
Right.
So we get to the fucking Walmart parking lot, and we're like, all right, here you go. And she goes, what do you mean? Like, this is your stop. And she's like, no, it's not. And we're like, yes, it is. This is where you got on the bus. Where's your car? And she's like, oh, I don't drive. Well, how the fuck did you get here? Oh, I had somebody drop me off. Well, where do you live? Cocoa? Which is 2 hours in the opposite fucking direction.
Right.
Carl swindled us on that one.
Motherfucker. I don't think he knew, though.
No, he did know.
Oh, did he?
Oh, yes, 100%. So then we end up going back to the house. Like, well, we're not taking you home tonight. I'll take you home tomorrow. It's fuck. He's puking. It's his car. He don't want to drive out there. We got a show to do.
Right.
Like, sorry, you're fucking stuck with us. And she was like, okay, whatever. So we drive back to the house to do the fucking show, and she was like, can I be on the show? And we were like, fuck it. So we let her be on the BareAss and the original BareAss and the Bomb show. And listen, this girl was not smart, right? No, she was not. Long story about her, but she ended up living at my house for several months, and I dropped her off and told her to wash all. I dropped her off at a laundromat because she was going to do laundry, and she said if I paid for it, she'd do all mine too. So I gave her like $40 and said do all the laundry. This is months later after this.
Right.
I'm sidetracking from the story. We'll get back to the story, but so I drop her off at the laundromat and say, okay, just wash and fold everything. Here's the money. I'm paying for hers in exchange for her doing all my laundry too.
Right.
I come back. I went to a baseball game. Come back. Start trying to pick up the baskets, which weigh 50 pounds apiece. I'm like, what the fuck? I put my hand in. The clothes are all soaking wet and folded. I was like, why are these clothes all wet? She goes, what do you mean? You told me to wash them and fold them. You didn't dry them? You didn't tell me to dry them. I was like, what? And now that would have been hilarious if it was a prank, but it wasn't.
Right. She thought, she was just like, you didn't tell me to dry it.
Right. She didn't know you were supposed to dry the clothes. But anyways, so she wasn't very bright, right? She was incredibly dumb, actually. And but she was so good on the show. I don't know why. And everybody fucking watching, because that wasn't audio back then. That was video. We were live on Facebook each and every week. Live at 9:45, the BareAss and the Bomb show, remember?
Oh, yeah.
And everybody fucking loved her. And she was funny on the show. She was a great addition to that show. And so we just ended up having her on regularly, and then she lived there, and it was fucking insane. Yeah. And then she went away, thankfully. We won't get into all the details of that.
That's probably as fucked up as that party was.
It's like
probably
full podcast talking about it.
That was probably one of my funnest parties ever being, really, for drunk people in costumes.
Yeah, that was a really good one. There was a drunk people in costumes one time at the old house where the county had to come and shut it down because like over 1,000 people showed up for this party, and the whole fucking front yard from the front door to the road was slap full of people, and there were sheriff's helicopters, and fucking it was epic.
Mike just talked about this on his podcast.
Did he?
Yeah, he said he was out there begging the cops to shut it down.
Yeah, yes, I knew that. He was out there begging the cops to shut it down because there were so many people he couldn't control the situation.
Yeah, I don't know the full story. I just saw the clip of it on this.
Right, they were like, he was like telling them, shut this shit the fuck down. I have lost control. There's nothing I can do with this. But yeah, I don't listen to his podcast. I want to, but I refuse. He doesn't listen to mine.
There you go. Like I said, I
want to listen to it so bad, but I can't on principle.
Yeah, I mean...
We gotta end this show, bro.
We do. We've been going for a minute. Man.
Yeah, we were gonna do it. Did you have any other notes?
We didn't do notes tonight. Remember, this one thing we didn't do.
So you didn't have any notes. We did Florida Man. Talked about drunk people in costumes.
Yeah. I mean, this is gonna come out on a Tuesday. The party starts on Friday.
Right. It's gonna come out tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, we're recording this on a Monday, so it'll come out tomorrow. So hopefully you guys hear it before the party, because I'm sure, going to have an epic one after the party. I'm actually hoping that we are able to record some interviews at the party. I'm taking the fucking laptop. I'm taking the whole setup. Really? I'm going to have a fucking trailer with me. So hopefully we can set up a little portable studio in there and fucking have some guests onto the podcast maybe Saturday during the day or something. If we get a chance, or maybe on Sunday. Sunday might be the best. I don't know. Yes. We're going to try to get some interviews from some people out there. We never know what celebrities are going to show up. We never know what crazy people are going to show up. All we know is that it is this weekend. Drunk people in costumes. We're going to be there. I am not going to be getting laid because my old lady is staying home because our babysitter fell through, so that sucks. I mean, everybody getting laid at this party but me.
I mean, hopefully I'm getting laid at this party.
If you don't get laid at this party, you're gay. That's cool, bro. We accept your lifestyle choices, but if you cannot fuck a chick at this party or at least get some head, you might as well fuck a dude at this party.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, you might as well.
No, it's not going to
I mean, you might as well.
I mean, of the guys in fat camp, I think I'm the sexiest, but still.
I'm just saying, and all the guys in fat camp get laid at that party except for the gay one.
Jeff?
Nope, we're not going to say who the gay one is. No, Jeff got his dick sucked at the castle.
Oh, he did, yeah.
I got a video of it.
Oh, you did? Yeah.
I have that video on my laptop. Everybody in fat camp, so even the gay dude in fat camp probably bangs dudes out there.
Probably, yeah.
Literally everybody that goes to the Sausage Castle parties out there gets laid but you. Pretty much everybody, bro.
Pretty much everybody.
Yeah. I saw Scrappy and Jetta fucking one time. Everybody's fucking. But not you. I don't know why. Why. We should go. You know what? Let's go deep into this. Fuck it. We'll do an extended podcast. Let's go deep into why you're not getting laid. This is like the
in general or at the castle.
This is a little add-on here. Bonus content.
Boner content.
Boner content here at the end of the Fat Hog podcast. We're gonna flip over to a little bit of Fat Talks. Do a little bit of Fat Talks with A-Bomb. This is like a free plug for your show. So when you go to the Sausage Castle to the parties, especially drunk people in costumes, there's so many lovely ladies there, and a lot of them are chubby chasers. Notice that I now have a wife that came to the castle, and I'm fat as fuck. And there's dudes out there as big as you getting their dick sucked.
Yeah.
What's going on, bro?
Man.
Tell us something here.
I got weak game, bro. That's what it is.
Weak game.
Weak game.
I got more game than a Monopoly board.
Apparently.
You're just gonna have to take some pointers.
You're
gonna take some tips.
I mean, I tried. I tried calling them bitches. I told them I love their moms. Like, I don't know what to do to them.
No,
I'm just not a closer, bro.
I know. Look at your job.
Fair enough.
Motherfucker can't sell cell phone as it was live. You gotta close, bro. You gotta get in there and close. You gotta. You know what? And it's. You know what I'm going to do when I get on stage and I'm hosting and I have the microphone? Because you just heard Mike. I need you out here to host, right? So that's what I do. And while I'm on stage and while I'm hosting, I'm be like, hey, A-Bomb needs to get laid. Who's down to fuck a fat guy?
Oh, you know who? Speaking of that, you know who's coming? Nicole.
Oh yeah. See, you can get some head for sure. That is end of the night guaranteed. Everything else fell through. Get some head. Guaranteed. Maybe you should pick up a Viagra or a True Blue or something. Go out there.
You need a Blue Chew or something.
Yeah. In case your dick gets weak game. At least you can get some head, bro. Nicole suck your dick. At least you got a boyfriend and shit, but who cares? You should. We're gonna do this, bro. This party is all about your wiener. I'm dedicating my life to your wiener starting fucking Friday.
Hell yeah.
Friday through Sunday. Your wiener is my wiener.
That's great. He's a shy guy, so don't stick the phone in the fucking tent while I'm fucking.
No.
I'll leave the window down so you can just come by and.
No, I'm not gonna stick the phone in there. I'll have cameras rigged up beforehand. But if you take a True Blue or a Chew Blue or whatever the fuck they are, or a Viagra or something, it don't matter if the cameras come on. It ain't going nowhere. Not like you'd be able to see anything anyways. It'd just be the side of Nicole's head fucking buried in fucking fat.
Fair enough.
It's fucking still a great video. I can't wait for you to make the secret snap. Then you'll finally be initiated. And speaking of which, I don't know if you noticed this during that phone call. Something epic happened.
What's that?
For the very first time ever, Mike Busey personally named and invited you to a party.
Yeah, actually.
You've been to so many parties, and you've never been invited.
Not once.
Never once
fucking
invited.
I'm not a house guest that shows up and never leaves. I just fucking show up.
There's like a standing rule at the castle is if you've ever lived there and you didn't get kicked out for some fucked up shit, you are always welcome back for every party.
Hell yeah.
So you just show up, and they're always like, A-bomb's here.
I help out. I feel like I paid my dues, man.
You're true. You're right. When it gets windy there, the floor doesn't go anywhere. You're holding it down. No, you help out. You've paid your dues there. I've got video of you fucking weed eating and shit.
Listen. I last minute cooked tacos for 300 people.
That's true.
With 2 fucking pans and did fucking 10 pounds of rice.
All right, so this Halloween party, we have a couple goals. We're gonna film. We're gonna record some interviews for the podcast.
Yes.
From people out there.
Yes.
Your wiener is going to get wet by being inside the orifice of another human being.
Female.
Not necessarily.
Female.
Okay, I'll give you this. It can be female, but it doesn't have to be human. Or it has to be human, but it doesn't matter if it's female.
For this first option, how drunk am I?
Well, for all of it, you're really drunk. Because there are female pigs there.
That's true. That's true.
Okay, so it's 2022. Does it have to be biologically female or just identify as female?
If it identifies as female, does it have tits?
Yes.
I'm okay with it sucking my dick as long as it has tits. That was probably so fucking wrong.
No. You just became woke, bro. You just became woke. Like, you will let a dude blow you as long as he has tits. And that's cool. And it's 2022. So
listen, according to prison rules, that doesn't make me gay.
It's 2022, bro. If you go and have full-on sex with dudes at the party, you're still not gay. Unless you identify as gay.
Yeah.
If you identify as straight, you're still allowed to fuck dudes. 2022. That's how that works, bro.
Yeah.
And you're definitely not gay if dude identifies as a chick.
Fair enough.
I mean, fuck. Oh, bro, I got an idea. Why don't you just do Hefty Haley again at the party and say you're a lesbian?
Bro. That's great.
Then you'll be having gay sex. But with a woman.
Yeah. There you
that
go.
That could work.
Yeah. We're
going to figure this wiener thing out. We'll figure it out together.
Listen, I'm glad somebody besides myself has taken an interest in my wiener. Because it's been a short road.
You should bring fucking Jamie. That chick, she likes your wiener. She's
one?
had it in her mouth before.
Oh, my ex, yeah.
Yeah, just bring her to the party.
Yeah, she's working. I tried.
Oh, shit. Well, what about that other chick? Oh, she moved. Yeah. Oh, you do have a chick coming, though.
Yeah. So, my brother's sister. So, and she's not blood to me.
Yeah, so smash. You saying you wouldn't smash?
That's not what I said.
Okay. And what about? Don't you have another chick coming too, or you don't have her coming, but a chick that you met at the Oasis party is coming?
Yeah, I hope she shows up, boy.
Right, because she was trying to.
She was all about me.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, your wiener's in good shape this year, I think.
I think so.
We're gonna. Do you know some way you can get a fucking little blue fucking pill?
No, I don't know him.
All right, I'll reach out. I may know some people. All right, we got to wrap this fucking thing up. We're getting too into this. We'll go another hour. So, Drunk People in Costumes coming up. And if you're not there, you're done fucked up. Don't forget, you can sign up right now, MikeBusey.com. It's $30. You get to go to the wildest fucking party in America.
I mean, you go and you get stories just like we told tonight. So
right, and you go, and if you go, then you will always come back. You will always want to be there. You will never want to miss another Mike Busey Drunk People in Costumes or a Mike Busey Members Weekend because they're just epic and wild.
Plus, you get to party with us.
Plus, you get to party with us.
Based off these stories, we're wild as fuck.
You could be the interview in the podcast. You just got to show up. MikeBusey.com, sign up. Also, don't forget to go over to fathog.com. Check us out. You might be there already listening to this podcast. If you are, head on over to the store. Maybe buy a shirt, or just send us some money if you want to.
Yeah.
We like money. And
$sign Fat Hog.
Yeah. What?
That's our cash app.
Oh, yeah, money sign. Wait, that's your cash app.
It's for the business.
Right, yeah. Okay, so, fathog.com, MikeBusey.com. We'll see you Drunk People in Costumes, and for those of you that don't show up, and for those of you that do, we'll see you here next week for the Fat Hog Podcast. I'm BareAss.
I'm The Bomb.
And we are out.
Peace.
And we're clear. All right, good show.
Yeah, I like that.
That thumb drive. Let me see that thumb drive.
Oh, yeah, here.
All right, we'll check it out right now. We'll plug it in. Hey, fellas, it's Bach Mons. And I just wanted to touch base with you guys, let you know how things is going. I actually moved. I got a new spot. It's perfect. It's rent-free. No rent, no power bill, no water bill. It's right next to the Home Depot. I'm living in the woods in a tent, just me and the dog. It's absolutely perfect. And even better news is I got a brand new fucking job. That's right, I'm in the music industry now. So I've been making some music, and because you guys have been so good to me, I wanted to hook you up and give you the exclusive on my new hit single. It's going to be the #1 song in the whole country, and you guys got the exclusive to play it on your podcast. So here it is. My dad helped me. We got it recorded, and he put it on one of those drive thingies. It's like a thumb. It goes in your fucking computer. You plug it in there, and he sent it to you from Postmates. So you should be getting it here soon. And then you just play that. Is this an email? I think this is an email. Bark Mines. That's me, motherfuckers. Bark Mines. Shut the fuck up. My name's Bach Mons. I live in the woods. Eat from the dumpster, 'cause people throw away all sorts of goods. I live in this tent with just me and my dog. And that's the way I like it, 'cause I hate the fucking world. I'll sleep on the cold hot ground and dress up in these rags, 'cause I hate the fucking world. Fuck 'em, they're all fags. Bach Mines. That's me. Bach Mines. Put some respect on my name, bitch. I hate fucking football, baseball, hockey, boxing too. They all wish they could be me, 'cause they're jealous of my single tooth. I live in a tent with just me and my dog. And that's the way I fucking like it, 'cause I hate the fucking world. I'll sleep on the cold hard ground and dress up in these rags, because I hate the fucking world. Fuck 'em, they're all fags. Put some respect on my name, whore. All the fucking whores want me 'cause I'm Bach fucking Mines. They think they want the tooth. but they can't handle the truth. Lay down in the tent, whore. Be a fucking whore. Cause I live in my tent with just me and my dog. And that's the way I fucking like it, cause I hate the fucking world. I'll sleep on the cold hard ground and dress up in these rags. Cause I hate the fucking world. Fuck you, you're all figs. Fuck you. I'm Bachmines.